and like scary things, stuff like that, are a flighty sort. Donkeys, however, kind of take the best of both worlds in that sort of thing, where a donkey's willing to kind of stand its ground and fight something. Um, Eats less than an ox, can be
Also true.
stubborn at times.
Also true.
So yeah, I figure it's a
How
good
much
middle.
would the donkeys run for two?
Yeah, for two, that'll be getting me up to.
Because you said two donkeys.
Yeah, you'll need two.
That's what I thought for the amount of weight we had.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a solid 40 gold for two.
And then we for sure get this, like, guaranteed we get this back. And if we need to, we can exchange for other fresher animals so those ones can get rest and proper care because I don't want to wear out any of your traveling stuff.
That's actually along with it. That the idea is if these don't get back, then we're gonna request full payment, as it were, and the idea is that we're a well-traveled organization, and we'll put your name out that you're not good for it, and you can't get from any of our places. So
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Reputation's important.
that it
Um,
is.
for the 40, does that mean we've paid for the use of the animal and the next way station we would have in exchange again with a refund and a new purchase of the next animals? And then kind of just,
No, that's just you get the animals as with the promise that you bring the cart in. You bring the cart in, and the animal's not dead or damaged, either one, for as long as you go.
and how many stops between here and the gate to the city?
Horizon Walker stops. I'm thinking
Like a
like,
big number. I just making sure there's more than a couple stops or one
oh
stop or
yeah,
if there's
there's.
okay.
I mean,
So there's going to be a couple points where we could check in if we have, like, say for some,
oh, we're
obviously
all
we're
along the
not,
main road. You
but
know,
I'm just saying, like, if for some reason we hit a rock wrong and something with the wagon happens, we could at least bring it somewhere closer to get it fixed or exchange it for
oh, it's not
something.
it's not that difficult of a thing to fix. You can bring it into any town.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's someone.
I just wanted to make sure it was kind of something that was like, you know, it wasn't, oh, we broke the wagon in the middle of the trip and now we have to figure out what to do with it kind of thing.
This is more to stop negligence from occurring.
Mhm.
If an accident happens, I mean, we've been all up and down the road. That's where they happen.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be bothered
Okay.
because if you
Um,
take the time to come in, report exactly where it is and whatnot, we'll get someone down there. They'll fix it up. It'll be fine enough.
okay, perfect. And then for the wagon rental, is there another fee on top of the animal rental?
No,
So it's just paying for the animal would
yeah,
be the investment. So it would be 40 gold
be
to
40
get
gold for
this.
the donkeys and choose your wagon and off you go and bring it back.
Okay. Um, is there a loyalty discount in the future? Like you said, bad names would be put out, but do you also have regular clients that maybe
Well, I mean,
because they've
like,
been good for business, or I guess good for, reputation wise?
well, I mean, hey, word travels fast on the road, so
Mhm.
you know, if you're good for it, you're good for it, and people start to know about it, and word travels. I wouldn't be. There's no exact program for it. Just goodwill is goodwill, and we try to make sure the best people are rewarded on the road. So yeah,
Okay, so there's kind of like maybe a different rate if you've been well known, or
I mean,
possibly.
probably more willing to provide you things because you're trusted, but
That is fair. I just was kind of, I'm trying to figure out how this area functions as far as our options. Um, so I just pull out 40 gold and hand it to him.
I gotta love adventures, lump sums, good things. Um, cool. You can head around back, and unless you want me to grab them.
Yeah, could you show us how to hitch it up just to make sure everybody is aware of, in case that is a thing someone has to take care of and there's a missing party member? Like a demonstration.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Um, and starts heading to the back, and
We'll go to the wagon, I guess.
is that? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, go up front. I'll bring him. I'll bring him around. And like as you leave, you hear a just a sort of like loud whistle, and a kind of old scraggly cat comes up from the cellar, just sort of being like, all right, now you gotta watch here. I need you for the rat, but now I don't need you. I mean, and like the cat's like this old fucking sort of whatever, and he's like, okay, no, I do need you. That just sit on the counter so that people don't feel the impetus to steal because people are looking at it, right?
Can I pet your cat?
You want a pet?
And then I look at the cat. Can I pet you?
You want a pet Skaggs?
Yes.
That was all right, sure. And like it jumps up, its big bushy tail like wraps around, and it's like it's doing that thing where it's like I'm in a higher place, therefore I am strong now. And yeah, you can pet Skaggs.
I pet him for a couple seconds. Okay, we'll go find a wagon. Have a good day, Skaggs. And go at the front.
Yeah. And
I
like
whisper in Emmy's head. I'm like, good thing that cat wasn't up there when I took that rope.
Really?
We're going to meet a lot of colorful characters on our way down south, aren't we?
maybe.
I'm looking for
Emmy
a
is
wagon.
gonna run outside.
Okay, cool. I'm looking for a wagon that has some shelter in it in case it starts raining. That offers protection from
Yeah.
wind.
So. Yeah,
That would fit.
there is a covered wagon out there. I would say.
Is it small enough that two donkeys could carry it though, or is it a bigger, like an oxen type of wagon?
You'd figure that, yeah, as long as like two, like the oxen can obviously do any of these because
Yeah.
ox are fucking big boys. You figure that these are like two would be good. The horse-drawn carriage of Constance had a sort of like a beefy sort of, Clydesdale sort of horse.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not packing that right there. Yeah, pretty much what Emmy just put out there, except for feeling
that's
less sad. But yeah,
I
it's
just wanted something that was like not just a box that you're starting. What is that game? Dragon Age or Elder Scrolls or something that you're in the back of the wagon.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim.
I don't want that wagon. I want a little bit more comfortable. Maybe sunshade.
Yeah, actually,
windshade?
I really like the gift that's there, where it's like it's not like a western covered wagon that's like fully covered in the back, but it has
Yeah,
this
I'm
kind
not
of
Oregon
like
trailing.
overtop. Yeah. So yeah, it's very much like that, a little bit more kind of secure, and it has like its sort of four posts and whatnot. It's covered enough, and you'd presume that with like a little
It
bit,
looks
you
like
can
maybe
actually.
those things can actually roll down if you're actually literally going with that wagon. It looks like it's rolled out
Sure.
right now.
Yeah, let's
Cool.
say that actually can do that.
Awesome. This will be the wagon.
Yeah.
I declare.
So then the halfling comes around with like two donkeys that they're fairly standard affair.
I'm like, okay, everybody, let's make sure we know how to do this. If you've never did this before, please watch.
Okay, so first of all, this one's named Willow, this one's named Hendrix.
I greet the donkeys like they're
So
people. 'Cause
Willow's
I'm
the one
obviously
that's gonna
confused.
keep Hendrix in line.
Okay.
All right. Because Hendrix, little bit of an asshole.
But he
he's
has a
good
willow.
for it. No, he's good for it. All right, and like, uh, the halfling's gonna go through the process of, you know, hitching up the wagon proper. I am gonna say that there was a mild attempt to kick him from Hendrix, just for a moment. He's like, "See, that's what I was saying."
Noted.
Oh yeah,
Donkeys.
donkeys are good, but they got an attitude, they got a personality. Right, they're all set up. You put the money on the counter. I'm sure Skaggs is counting that up right now, and yeah.
Oh, is there any food we need to bring along for the donkeys specifically, or do they just graze on the way?
We should get some barley. Just some good old
Oh,
like
you want some
food
barley?
oats.
Yeah, okay. We could do
Some
that.
kind of oats.
Yeah, oats ain't hard to come by out here. I'll you know what, your first timers, I'll give you a good sack worth of that.
Oh, thank you.
And goes in, comes back out, kind of like it's larger than he is, so he's kind of like half dragging it and being like,
Oh no, let's up with this. Doris walks over and starts helping with the bag of feed. She's not just struggling.
yeah, he's like,
I'm too small to do it. It'd
I
just
was,
be worse.
I would have gotten there.
No, I'm aware. I
Okay.
just don't want to wait. That sounds worse than I thought. No, I mean, wait, you're fine.
I didn't
Thank
think, I don't think anything bad. Thank you. Right. So you're heading out to the gates. That's quite a journey. I'll say that much.
Do you know if there are any settlements near the area?
Oh, I mean, it's not hard to go along the King's Road, as it were, and find some place. I mean, there's a bunch of different mills. There's a bunch of different breweries, as it were.
What are sort of the are there any guilds or groups within the area that sort of has run of the south to some extent?
Oh, I mean, the south or here? Because right now we're in Silverblood territory.
Silver what?
Oh, the House of Silver. My apologies.
Yeah.
Good folk to keep to themselves. Sort of let everyone kind of do as they do. But
Is there any place to avoid, like, on our way there? Like, definitely do not stop at this location kind of thing.
Oh,
Or dangerous spots where it's like bandits tend to be, or there's dangerous monsters, or magical
So,
sightings.
I've been hearing a few different things.
All right.
Been hearing word that there's some flooded village out there. Not sure about that. Seems more I don't know. Stories coming in a little bit too much about such things, but it really sounds like something to like spook the kids with and whatnot. Like,
I mean, it is strange. It's not the rainy season, is it?
no, and we're a little ways from any sort of large body of water, so it doesn't really make any sense.
Perhaps something diverted through there.
Yeah.
Maybe we can investigate for it at least.
Well, I mean, you're telling me what to steer clear, but you're adventurers, of course. Everything I'm telling you that's dangerous, I could be like, oh, there's a ruins of an ancient doom fort, and you just run right in there.
Just let me know if there's a ruin of an ancient
There
doom
isn't.
fort.
Thankfully.
More practically, do you know where the largest city would be to here?
The largest town from here, it's probably either Wilkie's Run or Sculptor's Rest. It's either one of those.
How far away are those?
Well, Wilkie's Run is the one you're gonna hit first if you're just going down there.
I think we're planning on sticking on the road with obviously.
That's good. I
parking.
would advise that.
Suppose Wilkie's Run would be the first things in. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I've been hearing they've been having some trouble with animals disappearing and such. So,
Oh.
But also, um, here's something key. As much as the Hengeway looks very interesting, I've been hearing that you can get some. It's fairly common knowledge that like, yeah, you can get some bad luck coming your way if you go around there. So stick to the road and you'll be good.
The map you have hanging on your wall.
Yeah, that's not for sale.
No. I just wanted to know what type of place would maybe have something that is similar. Like, I don't want, obviously, a super detailed fancy vellum map that I hang on a wall.
I think there's
But, like, to have a map, to have, like, a little guide that I just didn't write here on my paper.
right. I think there's a map maker at Talyan's Post. I think it's one of the old military posts that got kind of built up afterwards.
Is that on the road south?
Oh,
now?
all this I'm saying is on the road. You might have to
okay.
take a little bit of a divot, but like a
But
little
it's something
deviation,
to
but nothing much.
worth to take the detour for.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's
Um,
perfect. Thank
if you
for
are
that
into
information.
sightseeing, though, you could actually check out the Fingers of the Valley. It's got the old rulers of the whole valley, all inside of this wood. People say it used to be of like proper sort of wood from the region, the different sort of trees and stuff like that. But now it's all entirely petrified. People got
That's
any
super
sort of
old.
reason for that, but
Awesome. Okay, well, what's the first place we will hit going south that would be next from here?
first thing you're gonna hit, I mean, a bunch of aqueducts. I think you're gonna be. I think you're near the brewery region. You're probably gonna hit the Glanville Brewery, which has like has a few towns and whatnot. Not towns. Has a few houses and homes of the different brewery workers and whatnot set up around there. So that could be a little stop that you go to, but proper.
Place to stop and maybe eat kind of place?
Yeah, I get a little bit of. There's a little bit that's around there. Other than that, it's gonna be probably
farmland.
Wilkie's Run.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else have questions? Can't see the other two people that don't have heads, so they have to verbally say things.
Yes.
I do not
No
have
question.
questions. I'm
Oh,
alright.
okay. Good.
I suppose we're just heading through the closest towns. We should just continue on our way.
Who's driving the wagon?
I suppose I will.
Who has any handle animal?
Oh no!
I have a
Not
plus,
I.
I have +2. Am I the only one that has animal handling?
Hey, guess who thought ahead mildly and gave Jesse the soldier background, providing them the capacity to use land vehicles?
Hey,
Yeah.
chauffeur.
So yeah, when you're all like, okay, so who's gonna like be the one to drive
Like
this?
climbing in.
Like you're all like kind of looking at each other, and Jesse just climbs in, and grabs the reins, and be like, "Who's gonna ride with me?"
Emmy will jump up and sit on the front.
I kind of figured. All right, all aboard.
All right.
I'll stay in the back wagon and just kind of keep a lookout from the back with perception.
Just
Um,
trundles into the back as well, just having a seat up against.
Like I'm saying I'm gonna be the rear spot as in the
Okay,
back because I'm assuming we're all sitting in the back of the wagon.
Yeah, or the
How
front,
fast
which
does
is
this
now.
go?
How fast does the wagon go?
Yeah.
Fuck. How fast do mules go?
Got 2 mule power.
That is true.
In comparison, this you were saying like the next place was 5 to 6 days. This has cut this down to like 3 or 4.
No one really considers foot travel in those times. So this is like what people were expecting. Like, no one's like, oh yeah, we're gonna judge this based upon like foot travel. So yeah, this is like the proper speed you're expected for.
Okay, so the
yeah, so
we
it's
would
like,
have taken even longer on foot.
Oh, yeah.
then.
Yeah. So I'm saying that this this wagon's gonna be going solid 50 feet. So it's going 20 more feet than you guys would move. Because I'm just looking at a draft horse, and the draft horse goes 40 feet. And I'm thinking 2 of these guys plus a fairly not heavy wagon. Yeah, you're going. You're trundling along.
Is there a way to be on this wagon but not be inside of it?
Oh, you want to walk by? Yeah, we can just
Like,
slow down the wagon.
Yeah, I was gonna walk next to it. I didn't want
You
to
can totally do that. Absolutely. I'm gonna say that means that, like, you know, you have to take way less care of the donkeys. Because, like, they're not straining themselves. They're evening. They're like, this is like just normal stroll for them now. Like,
Yeah, we
so-
weren't necessarily trying to get there fast. I was just trying to make it comfortable
yeah.
for.
Where's Glim at?
I will ride in the wagon.
Cool. All right. You all get inside the wagon. And you're.
Were you walking by, Lucy, in the towards the front so they can see you, or in the back so I can see you?
in the middle.
That's what I was just wondering. Like, viewpoint, would you be like alongside of the wagon or kind
Yeah.
of alongside of the drivers?
alongside of it.
Okay, so
Like kind of behind them, more like where you're sitting, just outside.
Yeah.
so
yeah,
they're blind spot basically. Okay. Wagon travel. Do we
Wagon
need
travel.
to roll survival and perception checks?
You could roll a perception check if you feel like. I'm gonna say particularly Lucy roll one.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if there's anything behind us. And see how bad my rolls are. I finally did a number in the wrong channel. Ignore that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm in that channel. Why did your roll pop up as something? Oh shit.
I got a 15-20.
Okay then. Lucy, roll me again.
Same thing.
Yeah. Specifically, Ashy, what you notice is, as you're kind of going by, as you are, like, kind of, like, going by and, like, the kind of farm side has been, as the farm side's kind of, like, going by, you notice that among the sort of underbrush near sort of stone, stone walls, there's a rabbit that kind of, like, and then, like, stops and then watches, and then stops and then washes, and just kind of, like, keeping a little bit ahead of the wagon.
I look out and see if it wants to make eye contact with me.
So you try and, like, get eye contact with the, oh, I can't do that. I need to do it a different way. My bad. So you try and get eye contact with this rabbit, right?
Yeah, I'm seeing if it's just one of the gnomes trying to communicate or if it's just them keeping an eye. Kind of like if I need to get out and talk to the rabbit.
That's insight check on the rabbit.
Insight check on rabbit. Rabbit insight check. Insight. Where did that go? Top of that board. Oh no. It's the first time seeing a rabbit in the world.
Seems like it's just a rabbit that's kind of got some interest to there. You can't really get a idea about whether the rabbit's a messenger or a scout or, like, what's happening, but, like, it's keeping an eye on you.
Okay. I guess it'll come find us if it's staying and caught up.
Yeah. Sorry, just writing up a secret message.
Ooh, no secrets allowed.
Try to whisper in this thing.
I'm the DM. My house rules secrets allowed. Um, fine. Keep your secrets. I love that fucking Frodo. What a little creep.
Poor
Uh,
Arthur.
so good. Yeah. So with that in mind, you kind of travel, and it's you started off early in the day, so the sun does come up into like the height of the sky, and you've been travel along pretty well, and you finally encounter some individuals along the road. Per- are you doing anything with that information?
I would be looking out the other
No,
direction.
no,
too.
I'm talking to Strixie specifically. Are you doing anything with this information that I've provided you currently?
I start to walk a little bit faster.
Okay.
So I'm near the front. Like now I'm chilling with the donkeys.
Cool. All right. Being real chill. Okay. Cool. So you come along to some individuals along the road. They seem to be fairly well armed and whatnot, but they also seem to be just kind of trudging along, kind of being like they're looking for someone. They kind of well, like one of the people kind of raised their hand to be, well, hey.
Jesse, slow the wagon down.
Yeah, Jesse will kind of slow the wagon down a bit and be again, not it comes down to enough of a stop, and it's Jesse just real quick over to Emmy. It's you want to talk to these guys or?
Sure.
So,
Hi.
oh, after you. You're better at
Hi.
this than I am.
Do you have anything to say, or speaking to the people who said hey
Oh,
and then nothing?
we were just wondering if you saw anyone on the road. There's a we're looking for a lost person who disappeared a few nights ago.
No, we just started traveling, but what do they look like?
Oh, they're a young woman, black hair, fairly pale skin, as it were, green eyes.
Well, what's her name? We can keep an eye out, and I suppose we can tell her where to find you if you're looking for her.
Oh well, her name is Kaylee, and
Kaylee. Right.
I'd like to roll an insight check to see if these guys are search team or kidnappers.
Cool. Roll me that insight.
Also, roll that insight.
Hit it up. Love that.
When it matters, 24.
Cool.
And I was in the right channel.
While y'all are doing that, Lucy's gonna, because we're stopped now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to go like not super far, but a couple feet into the field, and I'm just like
do it.
staring out.
Yeah, so there's kind of like a
Bird
little
watching.